Angel, take it away.
All right, I will take it away.
All
Guys,
right, all
welcome.
right, all right.
Right on, right on, right on. All right, guys, welcome to Empower Hours tonight. We have been absent the last couple of weeks. We had other things going on. We could not be present for the trainings, but we're very excited to be here back tonight with you guys. We have other guests who are going to come on coming up in the future here too. And yeah, it's just really exciting time to be an entrepreneur, be in network marketing. There's so many conversations going on, so many people having success, and so many different things changing and happening, and with the whole world of AI and
I want to tease about AI, but go ahead.
all right, all right. All right.
All
No, no,
right,
that
all
was
right, all
right
right.
on. But no, guys, we're just always excited. But tonight's a little bit of a back to the basics training with new stuff entangled in it, right? Like, where are we at right now in the network marketing industry? What is the pulse? What are we feeling? What is it that you should be looking for? As you guys know, this is an industry-wide call. Paul and I are not promoting our company or any company or anything like that. People, the reason we run this as a webinar is because
But if you want to buy this pen, no, I'm kidding.
ah, tell me why they want to buy that pen. Have you ever been interviewed and heard that question? Why would somebody want to buy that pen?
Yeah, but we were talking about interviewing and everything a couple of days ago, you and I, about what's the best question you could ask an interviewer when you're being interviewed when they ask you, do you have
Right.
any questions for us? But we're not going to share that now because that's an
No,
entire podcast. But
totally.
that whole thing, there's two dynamics there. What is your answer going to be about why this pen is important? Um,
You
and
know,
then does the person who's asking the question even know what answer he should be getting?
they do not, I guarantee. I guarantee because my answer changed so much from the very first time I was asked that to when I went, oh my gosh, how would I sell that pen now? I would sell.
Well, I got to be honest with you, without really, the question is answered with a question because you don't even know why that person needs a pen, you know,
That's exactly it.
you know.
Yeah.
And the easiest way
Are
to
they
sell the
frustrated
pen,
with
though,
their
let me
current
give you
pen?
I'll give you the trick. The easiest way to sell a pen is when somebody's having an argument because then you can just stab somebody in the neck with it. So they're gonna like, give me that pen, give me something, I gotta hit this bastard. So really, what you want to do is you want to sell the products to people who really have the need, right? And somebody who's looking to commit murder with an inanimate object, that's the person you sell the pen
Oh, great. Our algorithm just went
to.
murder, network marketing.
Don't say the word. I didn't say the word. So let's talk about AI for a second, guys. There's a whole phrase in AI saying that over the next 2 years or 4 years, plumbers are going to be earning more than lawyers. And to a certain extent, some plumbers right now have been earning more
Ew,
than lawyers or
absolutely.
electricians. But the whole concept of is that AI is compressing the value of, the purely cognitive, repeatable work. Then when you add blockchain to it, right, they're putting like the whole industry of title insurance. Now, Angel, you were a paralegal. You did a lot in the real estate transactions, right? They had to do
Title
the
insurance
title
every
cert.
single day.
Hmm?
I sold title insurance every single day.
Okay, but the problem is there was the title search that was the problem, right? But if the total real estate transactions are put on the blockchain, the need for title insurance doesn't exist anymore. But the
Mhm.
whole idea behind plumbers earning more than lawyers is really about that repeatable work. Now, I'm sure you're not going to be able to get an AI bot. You may be able to stand up and argue in court. So the higher end side of it is going to still exist. So lawyers doing document review or whatever, those are going to be replaced. But a plumber, even doing the most simplest pipe repair, is still absolutely necessary. So then when we got into the whole digital marketing space and you start understanding what AI agents are, and we're going to get you there. But they're talking about guys like Elon Musk and everything are talking about how universal income, meaning a minimum income, a minimum paycheck per year for everybody on the planet, could exist for AI. But you're saying, like, well, how? How could that possibly happen, right? Somebody's got to be doing the work somewhere. Well, if you understand what AI agents are, and imagine you had it, because everybody's talking about, I got a trading bot, I got a Forex trading bot, I got a crypto trading bot, I got a stock trading bot. They don't exist to the extent where it's necessary right now, number one. And number two, they're not for everybody because you need to do what's called microtransactions. I need you to think about Visa and MasterCard. Visa and MasterCard exists in two ways. One, you're paying interest on your balance, which is upwards of 20, in many cases, could be as high as 28% on any outstanding balance you have on your credit card. That's a huge profit center. The next thing, though, is every time you swipe that card, okay, there's a fee that you're paying, and there's a fee that the merchant or the store that's swiping the card is paying. In fact, with Amex, it's 3%. Now, those of you who use Square and what's the thing that we use for Lion Pride Academy?
Right.
Stripe and all of these and PayPal, they all have fees associated with them. And you're like, but all right, I paid $20 for something and I paid a 30-cent fee. Well, how many of those transactions are happening all around the world every second? Imagine if you had AI agents who you said, let's say I'm going to put a $20, I'm going to buy $20 worth of crypto. This is the easiest one for everybody to understand. I buy $20 worth of crypto and I give that in an account that my AI agent, who I trained and coached, is going to go into my Coinbase Pro account and it's going to look for opportunities with that 20 bucks and it's going to buy and sell. And guess what? It never gets tired. It never takes a vacation. It never gets bored. It never makes a mistake. And it's constantly looking for the next opportunity. And you start to dollar cost average and you start to do things like, buying dips. And all of a sudden, this 50 cents and then the 75 cents and then the dollar, then the $1.25 starts to add up. And if you have upwards of 100 to 200 AI agents doing all these little transactions for you, or all those little things that you go searching for, like searching for bargains. Imagine going into your AI agent and say, I want to buy a nail clipper. Okay. And I want to find the cheapest nail clipper on Amazon. And the AI agent is going to go out and do that. It's going to go in, it's going to work on Amazon and say, you know what I did? And then they're going to get smarter and smarter. It's going to find out that, hey, there's this really crazy other site called Temu or Alibaba. And I found that for the price of one nail clipper on Amazon, I could buy 10 from Temu. And by the way, I just ran a Facebook ad for you. So you got your one nail clipper. I sold 9 of them, right? And you actually made $250 by buying a nail clipper. Or $2.50. You're going to say no big deal, but it's all done before you even realize it. That's how intense it's going to get. So when we're sitting down with people at Starbucks, we're going to do it more for the connection and the community experience than we are for the transaction, because auto ships and all the other things that the product investigation and answering questions and overcoming objections are going to be handled by your AI agent. So right now, have fun using your AI to do a nice caricature of yourself and make yourself look pretty or make yourself look built or make yourself look whatever, right? But that's not what AI is really doing. And we're building this out now and utilizing it. In fact, I'm right now working with Claude and with ChatGPT and about 4 other things to build an AI agent for me by using a system. Hold on, because it's brand new to me too, called what is the system?
Should I do a drum roll?
OKO. No, because nobody can play the drums that long.
I'm still going.
OKX. Okay. So OKX is a platform that has these APIs that AI agents can go in and they learn how to talk to each other, right? So I'm building with Claude, I'm building my AI agent, and then I'm going to introduce Claude to OK. I just learned about this. I had a OKX. Okay. I was doing all of this stuff on my flight back from Canada a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to have I'm going to start talking to each other. I'm going to say, look, I'm going to give you $20 and I want you two to figure, I'm literally talking to it like this. I want you guys to figure out how to play nice together. I want to get in and out of trades and I want to take 0 risk. And I want to know that I don't want to lose any more than 20% of each investment. right? And I don't want to make more than 50 to 60% of my money on each trade because sometimes it'll stay in long. And then as they learn, I'm going to say, now please tell me if I should change my risk management profile and say, no, I'll take a little bit more risk to make a little bit more profit, or take even less risk and do even higher profits. So, guys, imagine running 20, 30, 100 of these at a time. I know it sounds complicated, but you don't have a choice. That's the beauty of this thing, right? So there's going to be, so when you're getting into this, as far as our business is concerned, imagine you're telling your AI agent, I need to know in my Facebook family of friends or in the Facebook groups that I frequent, all of the people might be interested in my product. And my product is blah, 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 blah. And do me a favor, go in, here's my Facebook login, and go in and figure out who likes what and who's giving me the best option or the best potential for a yes. Angel, while you're doing that, talk about what we're doing a little bit on assessments. Okay. Or don't we want to give
Oh,
that away yet?
I don't even know if we want to expose that yet. We got
Okay. Well, let's
we
put it this way. You on your capture page just say, "Ooh, give me your email and give me your name, and maybe if I'm lucky, you'll give me your phone number, and I'll send you a free gift, which is my new book, which is all written on ChatGPT anyway, right? We
well,
got
not
something that's
not
even,
my chapter. ChatGPT didn't exist back when I wrote my chapter in a book.
and
My
how many sold last week?
What's that? Yeah. Good one. Good one. Really good one. But
All
no,
right, well, let's get to work. Don't be scared of AI. We're going to take you there and hold your hand. And I don't care what business you're currently in, we'll show you how an AI agent is going to go in. And it's not an AI agent, which is going to be some talking app and is going to say, and you're going to write a script and it's going to talk. Okay? That's what you're there for. You're there to be the conductor of the orchestra. You're there to be the personality and the brand. We've been teaching, listen, network marketing has been teaching you to be your brand for the longest time. We're going to take away all of the grunt work and have you duplicate yourself bigger, faster, and 24 hours a day. Doesn't take vacations, doesn't need sick days, doesn't get bored with you, right? Laughs at all my jokes when nobody else will.
okay, am I AI? No, but guys, honestly, what Paul is saying, yes, we do have an assessment that's coming out. We can't wait to share with you guys. We are
Well, you're
all
not going to realize anybody who goes to Lion Pride Academy is going to see it.
that's yeah. Lion
But
Pride
that's okay.
Academy is
Okay,
going
that's what we're going to say. You want to learn about what an assessment is versus just a capture page. Lion Pride Academy. Did you speak to Deanne today? Did you
I
send
did.
her the
I
information?
haven't finished it. We were so busy.
True, true.
We were so busy. So that's like
I
on,
bet you Teresa wishes we had an AI agent tonight.
I guarantee she does. But no, guys, it's exciting. It's exciting what we're going to be rolling out. So stay plugged into Lion Pride Academy. That's exactly what we're doing. We stay ahead of things. Paul, I was on a video with not a video, but it was like this interaction with the AI. It was kind of like an assessment, but the AI was just, it was almost like anybody who has watched, what's that show on Netflix, The Circle. You know how The Circle is like, like it's like that's what I felt like I was being talked to by. And but I was
Oh, you
saying
mean it's just a circle like an
it
orb
was
and it
just an
vibrates?
orb on the screen and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
had a
No, I
name.
never
I
saw it.
can't remember the name now, but she like I would say things and she'd be like, "Oh, Angel, that's really interesting." And I was like, "Oh my
But
gosh."
doesn't that bother you? Like when you use AI and you'll be like, oh my God, that's brilliant, Paul. I'm like, look, don't kiss my ass. Just let's work. I don't need you to kiss my ass.
Oh well.
You like it when your AI kisses your butt? Boy, that's a good idea. I never thought of it that way. Really? Well, if you read what I just wrote to
Oh,
you,
what annoys me the most with AI is when it says, if you'd like, I'll do an even better version of this for you. It's like, freaking give me the best version, like to start with.
well, life is like that. It's very human,
Yeah, very true.
right?
Very
Oh,
true.
you wanted the surgery that worked. Oh, okay. Come back Wednesday.
Yeah,
Do we have anything for these people, or we're just going to gaggle?
we do.
Yeah,
We do. All right, let me close this.
I thought
Uh,
that was tonight's thing.
What's that?
We didn't even use that promo.
Well, I did. You didn't. That's
Oh,
a
I didn't know. Well, I know because I looked and I whatever. Okay.
I posted it in a couple of the groups. If you didn't happen to look in there, that's
We are so far behind tonight. That's actually AI version of a real
a
picture.
real picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so good. We were at guys, we were at a racetrack and Paul was putting my I was not that was not the exciting look on my face, but AI did it good. It
AI
was
did a good job because you're like, what the hell are you doing?
can I trust this guy? No, it was really good. So tonight, guys, it's the entrepreneur's filter. And the filter doesn't mean what's coming out of your mouth. The filter means what you're looking for, how you're filtering and really being careful with how you're filtering things. We can absorb and let in so many things. We can think we're looking for so many things. We can think that or focus on one thing, not have a filter, which completely distracts us, right? You get hooked on one thing. We want to talk about tonight why most people choose the wrong vehicle. We're not talking cars, we're talking companies.
Yeah, and on top of that, I wanted to share a little bit about the whole filter. Many of you are so easily distracted. And I'm not a Bill Gates fan, but he basically said that his ability to say no to things was his greatest superpower,
Mhm.
right? Because there's so many great ideas, and you can get hit with. I know people that have joined a company and then found another idea that sounded so great and so cool, and they're ready to move already, right? Well, that means either that first decision was not really the right one, or you're just easily distracted. And it's usually the second one. But I want to share with you guys, if you're watching this and you're friends with us, text Empower to 732-913-8581. Get on our list. We'll tell you what we're doing. If you want to get tapped into AI, or you can go there, you can even book with us a strategy session for free. Just communicate with us, reach out to us, and we'll share with you some of the things that we're doing that are working. Like today was a great day between Philippines, Canada, Jamaica, US, whatever. It's been a
Mexico, Brazil.
Mexico. It's been a powerful day. It's been a powerful day.
It's been very, very good. Very, very good. And you know what? There's so much to be said about having a partner to do things with, guys. And we're talking a lot about strategy tonight. So we want to talk about multiplying. Effort is not the multiplier. I have been here and done that. I'm sure, Paul, I know you share your story of recruiting 120 or 140 people in your first 5 months. That's effort, right? Effort goes into, I'm going to build this myself and I am going to be the effort and I'm going to make sure this is successful. So most people believe that is what equals income, and they're wrong. You can keep on, and this we could go back to batch recruiting, which you guys know we're promoting on the other end. But if you continue to do this and rinse and repeat, just continuing to fill that pipeline, and maybe you're a great recruiter and a great customer gatherer, what is that doing for your income? What are you doing for other people's income? So
Right.
income equals structure times skill times leverage times systems. Take a screenshot of that. Because if you're ever wondering, why is my income not matching my efforts? Is there structure, skill, leverage, and systems? Do you want to break it down, Paul? Break it down.
So, well, I break it down. Okay, so income equals structure times skill times leverage times systems. Okay, and they're all going to be operating at different levels at different times, especially when you learn about batch recruiting and how you do things in what we call tranches on Wall Street. Here we call them batches, but
Mhm.
structure, right? What are you really building inside of? And if you borrowed structure, or your company or your team has some sort of a system or a structure to work from, great. If you don't, find one. It could be super simple, right? It could be super simple. We're not talking about your DMO. You're talking about what's your onboarding, and from onboarding, what's somebody's first day look like, second day look like, what's their enrollment system look like? What do you have in a way of strengthening a team that if you have to do an Empower Hour, but you got two enrollments to do, and you could tap into somebody in your team because you place somebody in that person's organization, so it's worth it for them to support you. No
Right.
one in your team other than you should do something for free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whether it's helping them with support, helping them with volume, helping build their organization. That's what you need to do.
Mhm.
Skill. Guys, I'm sorry. Even though it's a small amount, skill is required. And the only way you develop skills is by doing it, right? Can you actually communicate and can you close someone? Can you even recognize when someone's ready? Do you know the difference between a phone number to a contact, from a contact to a prospect, from a prospect to a lead, from a lead to a yes? Okay? All the 5,000 contacts in your phone are not leads. They're
Mhm.
not even prospects. They're contacts. Okay. And if you've never spoken to that person before in any depth or with any kind of rapport building, it's just a phone number. You have no claim to that person. So you should wonder, well, I got 5,000 contacts in my phone and I don't know why my business isn't growing, because they're contacts. They're not leads. When someone says to you, I think I want to take a look at what you're doing, or I think I want to try your product, or I might think about trying your product, then and only then is a lead. So are you building your skill level that you could take people along this journey? You got to start out with a mountain of contacts to drop it down to a hill of prospects to be able to have a handful of leads. But a handful of leads, and if you don't take the batch recruiting course and listen to the fourth video, which we will be posting in a few hours, that will show you what that means and how 8 people in your organization, 8 real people in your organization can really get the ball rolling. Now,
Mhm.
leverage, right? Are you doing this alone or are you doing it through people, whether it be your upline, your downline, your cross line, right? Or even collaborating with someone else in another company that complements what you're doing. If they're a service and you're a product, if you're a product and they're a service, okay, are you getting on other people's podcasts? Are you doing lives with other people? Are you sharing your audience, no matter how small or big it may be, with someone who's has an audience themselves? That if you're both doing a live together, are you leveraging someone? Oh, I don't have an upline. I don't have a downline. Do you know anybody else? Who's your competition? Because your competition is the person who sells exactly what you sell to exactly the same people you have. Everyone else is somebody you can collaborate with.
Yeah.
You want to take systems, queen? You're the systems queen.
Yeah, systems are so essential, guys, and this means
They're very
not
systemy.
I am very systemy. I like if this then do this, if that then do this, if they ask this then do that. It is so crucial, guys. And maybe you want to be the creator of all things for your team and the micromanager and you want to be, you hold everybody so, their success is so much your responsibility. You can't be
Hmm.
when it just said above that, are you doing this alone or through people? You can't do this alone. You have to have those systems. So, can someone plug in and win without you is crucial because I would say probably 50%, I'm going to guess, this is not a statistic, I don't have a clue. 50% of people join network marketing just for the freedom. I don't want to not be able to go on vacation with my kids for a week because I'm so worried my team is going to fall apart without me. And I've been there, and that's happened. I went through a divorce and my team fell apart miserably, right? Because I was no longer present 24/7 for what they needed me for. Guys, you have to have something that can run without you. It's great when you give that additional support. It's great when you're that leader. It's great when you're in that action mode. You're building with them. Take a week off and they don't miss you because they
Hmm.
know you're coming back and they don't need you. Right?
And
So
here's
for
the best part. There's another phenomenon I've seen in the business, and there's a few people that come to mind when I think of this, where they want to be in the middle of the transaction. There's this
yeah,
need or insecurity that
control.
they have to be involved and they have to be the leader and they have to be that person who's oh no, no, I'll take care of that. No, 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 you call them. Don't, no, 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 don't contact them directly. Just text me and I'll text them. right? Or let me go listen to this training that Paul and Angel are doing, and I'll make all my notes, and then I'll put it into ChatGPT, and I'll come up with a different, and I'll train my people this way. I love when a Frazier comes in and trains my people. I love when a Ray or comes in and shares, or I do lives with people from other companies, ACN, Isogenics, whatever. In fact, the bigger the leader, the less the fear. But if you're trying to hold on so tight, not only are you keeping those people inside close to you, they can't breathe. They can't reach out to anyone else. You're not duplicating. You're fearful. The control monster is killing your business. Actually, you had a little bit of that way back in when. I don't know if it was the same thing, but you felt you had to do everything, right? It wasn't more of a control issue. It was, I think
Oh,
I
it was
recruited a
definitely a
lot of
control issue.
dummies.
It was
I
definitely a
think
control.
I recruited a lot of dummies.
No, it was a control issue. And it
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
it wasn't that I wanted to control people. I wanted to have control of my business. So if
Hmm.
I was in control and I made sure, oh, you got this person, they're interested. Well, I'm going to make sure that they get the exposure, the follow-up, and the decision. Because I'm not going to leave it up to you because you don't know what you're doing and I do. So I would do that all the time. And when you've got then thousands of people and you're like micromanaging and it's a disaster, right? Like you can't do that. So guys, having this the cut and paste, the systems, the easiness, the stuff that Paul and I say all the time, the boring, because
Go
you
for
you want it to
boring.
be something sexy and new and AI and do this and create that and do this post. No, it's the boring stuff that's going to get you the momentum, the exposure, the conversations, the follow-ups and the decisions. Like all of that is going to happen with you just doing the easy stuff, but you have to have something that people can plug into because the biggest thing, and we said this on call number 4 today for batch recruiting, we said people are so scared of hearing a yes because they really don't know what to do with a yes.
Hmm. So I'm going to give you a little theory that I learned was when I first had my restaurant down in Florida, is that not everybody has the same appetite as you.
Mhm.
So it would bother me taking plates off a table or watching the bus people take paper, and there was still a ton of food on the plate. I would run out to that table and say, "Was everything okay? Did you like it? Whatever, Or I'd go up to them and they say, "Hey, I'm finished. Can you take that?" Right? And I would say, "Was everything?" "Oh no, it was fantastic. I can't get over it. But I just can't eat anymore." Right? Because I would get offended. I'd be like, "No, you got to eat it because if you don't eat this whole plate, because I'm used to saying, is there any more bread? Because there's a drop of gravy on this plate and I need to sop that up. And the plate has to look like it doesn't even need to be washed." That is not everybody. So what you need to realize is you need to let go of your business enough to realize that person has eaten enough. We talked about the level of, and you can't take it personally. If you're scraping a whole, I would love to take it home, but we're going to the movies, and from the movies we're going out for drinks. We're probably not going to go home till 2 in the morning, and it's going to make the car stink, and it's probably going to go bad because it's fish or it's this or it's whatever. So I would see people scraping half plates full of food, right, and take it personally. Meanwhile, they paid the bill. They had a great night. They absolutely raved about the food and left a great review. In fact, I've had people eat everything on their plate and leave a bad review, and people had 5, 6 bites and absolutely loved it and left a better review. So the point is, learn how to appreciate other people's appetites. And we say in this business that everybody has a different definition of success. And if you're trying to gauge everybody's definition of success or satisfaction or appreciation for what they've built based on your terms, you're going to be beating your head against the wall. Beating your head against the wall. So if people need you to succeed, you do not have a business, you have a job. Did you say that already?
No, no,
Oh, so
no.
I stole your tagline.
No,
But it's
no,
true.
no. I learned so much from what you just said. I'm going to be honest. I learned so much from what you just said. So much.
Because of the restaurant thing, you mean?
That whole yes, there's so much and there's so much content in there. Like
That whole rant you went on,
no,
and we're
no,
still only on the
the
second
whole
slide.
the whole thing. There's just so much. I was sitting here going, wow, wow, aha, aha. So, and
Yeah, and
yeah.
meanwhile, everybody at home is like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Fish, scraping fish into a
Oh
garbage pail. What does that have to do with network marketing?
gosh. So, guys, most people don't fail because they don't work. They fail because they don't have direction. Like,
Hmm.
take a screenshot of this. Why are people failing and quitting on me? When you question yourself, why did this person leave? Did they have direction? Did they know where to send people? Do they have onboarding? Do they have scripts? And do they have systems? Boom, boom,
Hmm.
boom, boom, boom. And if you don't have that, you need to know where to go and get it. If you have
Right.
questions about it, like we say, we always give people 15-minute conversations and, consultations, which I'm sure will turn into 45 minutes. That's what always happens with us.
45 minutes. Wow, we're on the phone 2 hours. Where did the time go?
So every new person starts from scratch, really, right? That's why no one is making money. And again, call for from batch recruiting really covers this a lot. Paul,
By the way,
with
you keep saying call for. We haven't even delivered the 12 modules for the course yet. These are just the first four free preliminary, uh, masterminds that they get. And if you join now, because they're all done already, but if you join now, and actually the price goes up tomorrow, right?
it does, yeah.
Goes to $97. When, at midnight or tonight at midnight?
When Angel goes into the funnel and changes it, so guys,
When you click it over. All
when
right.
I click
Hopefully
over,
she's got a bottle of wine open tonight, guys, and you'll probably get an extra 4 hours.
I don't have wine handy, guys, so I would go and buy soon. But no, what we're saying about this, and actually, Paul, we made notes today when we were talking, and you made a great point about a job, and that was on the previous screen too. So when it says there, guys, so every new person starts from scratch, that's why no one makes money. People come from a job mentality. We're raised
Right.
with a job mentality.
Hmm.
9 to 5, show me how to do it, train me, give me the steps, I'll do it. I'll either be really great at it or I'll suck at it. That's up to you. But then we come into network marketing and we think, I'm an entrepreneur. I no longer need steps or direction or a boss. Well, they do need leadership. Leadership doesn't just exist from training and being able
If
to
you're
be the
used to
best.
following a system, think about this. How many of you have said, "Oh, let me check the schedule, see what if I'm on the schedule for next week at work, or what's the work schedule?" Or worse yet, you don't have a schedule, you're on salary, and it's like, "I got to get in by 8:45, and I don't leave until 5:17, or whatever that may be," right? And then, what is my review based on? It's based on systems. Did you do X, Y, and Z? And there are a lot of people who you're going to recruit into this business who love that framework. They love that. They feel most comfortable in it. So why not deliver it to them? I don't want to do any more, but if you go in, oh, they can't get the four free
Oh
sessions.
yeah. They go to
No,
batchrecruiting.com. The
if
front.
they pay for the course, but they'll get the four elements free. I feel like we're doing a sales pitch. Let's stop.
No, but they can opt in for the four elements for free. That's right on the front page.
Yeah, the four elements, but not the four webinar, not the four mastermind.
No, that is not free.
Well, maybe if we do a 7 day thing or whatever, we'll figure that out. Okay.
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. We keep giving more and more shit away.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
okay.
So people join opportunities. So this is basically, guys, we're
All the
talking about
mistakes you're making.
all the mistakes. I thought you meant that I'm making. I'm like, am I? I know I'm
No,
making.
no, no, no. We're good. I'm talking about the mistakes people make because,
Hang on, where
you
is
know,
my? So most people are evaluating emotionally, and especially when we get into network marketing. I know I was an emotional join. I've told you guys this story before. My friend sent me a link to one of her products. It was fit in right in line with my fitness and health journey. And I was like, can I sell this in Winnipeg? If you don't know where Winnipeg is, please Google it. It is in central Canada and it's very cold. But I asked her, and then she sent me a video, and I realized what it was, right? But I still joined on emotion because then what I did is I researched the industry. I started to find people that I resonated with that lived lives that I wanted to live, that thought
Hmm.
differently than I thought right now. And I saw people doing things where I was like, what if I could do that? So it was the hope of the industry that actually sold me on the products in the company. I would have
Hmm.
already bought the products, but I was sold on the industry from the hope. So it was emotional. I was like, I can do this. I'm going to do this. I didn't do it. Not in that company. I sucked so bad. I had no leadership. I had none of the systems and the training and the stuff that we talk about now. I tried to reinvent the wheel. I spent so much on Facebook ads in that first time. It was ridiculous. What I did was ridiculous, guys. But people join opportunities based on who invited them. Oh, I really like this person. This feels really good. I want to work with them. Excitement. You get into the meeting, you get in on the Zoom, you're like, "Oh, yes, I feel this. I want this product. I want this business." Loyalty, right? Sometimes you're just like, "Hey, I'm sticking with
Some
this."
people stay with a company because of loyalty too.
True, very true. And hope, like I said. But those emotions right there, guys, those will die in 48 hours and they will turn into regret. And they will turn into, why did I do this? Can I do this? All of the doubt that wasn't being felt when those endorphins were high and you're running on that adrenaline and you're like, yes, yes, yes. I love the checks. I love this. I love the business. I love the products. I want to feel this way. Yes, I'm all in. 48 hours, you're like, oh, what did I do? Is this good? Oh, I don't know if I can change. Because then your body's also going back to saying, this is uncomfortable. Let's not do uncomfort, right? But serious entrepreneurs evaluate these things. Paul, you want to go into those?
Well, you say winning right now. I say working right now, but working and winning are the two same things. But
Yeah.
you got to okay, I'm going to tell you something. And if you're watching this and if you're in the industry, if you don't know what's going to happen 2 years from now in the industry and everything you're building now and committing to, and you got to make sure you can plug and play parts into it, because I'm going to tell you this, mark my words. Network marketing 2 years from now is not going to look like it does today, number one. Number two, the industry has been through these cycles of change. This will be the biggest, most dramatic, most consequential change to ever happen to our industry in the history of the industry. I don't care if you go back to the very first days in the 50s of network marketing till today. I'm telling you, because of AI alone, because of AI alone, because of the crypto and the blockchain, there's probably 5 or 6 impending events, right? Like our children are not into going to Starbucks and sitting down with someone and opening up a flip chart or opening up their laptop and showing them an opportunity presentation, right? But they have a command of social media. They have a command of these AI, an understanding of what these AI agents are going to be doing. Are you ready for that? Hey, great. You could be nostalgic all you want. You want to meet me at a Starbucks and give me a pitch? I'll be the first one to be there with you. But I'm not the future of the industry. The
Mhm.
new people coming up behind us are, and I'm going to make sure that the people that are in our organizations and the people that are in our training and our courses are ready for it.
Mhm.
Okay? Think more like Elon Musk and not who's your biggest idol in our industry? Okay? And if that idol has been in the business for more than 10 years, they better make sure that what they've been doing and what you love them for is basically not even going to exist in the next 2 to 3 years. What you love about those trainers the most right now, and what you're trying to copy and emulate and replicate, is going to be completely different. Where are people making money? Is it in product? Is it in service? Where is it? And can you do it? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. People are making money everywhere. I will introduce you to people who are 6 and 7 figure earners with the worst product companies out there. And I will introduce you to people in some of the best product companies out there that can't even make $500 a month. So, where are people making money? Everywhere. Where could you make money? that's when you need the coaching and the mentoring. Where are people ranking up fast? And is it based on the comp plan? Is it based on the company momentum? Is it based on leadership? What's it based out of? You want to see places that people are ranking up fast. Where are customers buying from?
Mhm.
Forget about your network marketing. Forget about if you say, oh, is it one of those pyramid things? And you're selling to customers, why would you ever hear pyramid if you're pitching a customer? Why would that objection ever happen if you're truly a customer getter? If you're truly doing a retail component, how are you even getting that objection? Or are you saying something stupid like, oh, well, if you become a distributor, you can get it cheaper, and then say, how come that person's not duplicating? And then where is momentum already happening? And there's a
Yeah.
few different types of momentum. We don't have time to get into the multiple types of momentum right now, but yeah, why don't you finish the last line and we can go to the next slide.
Well, I don't even know if you noticed, like we're skipping a couple of points. We have to continue this conversation next week so we can get into the whole momentum side of things. I
Yes.
think when you were just speaking that language right now, I'm thinking of my 19-year-old daughter. I'm plugging her into something that is systems driven. She doesn't know about pyramid schemes. She doesn't know about network marketing. She doesn't care. But
Right.
if I talk to her about online marketing, social selling, all of that stuff, she's like, oh, yeah, I see that every single day on TikTok. I see that every single day on Instagram. I see that. What's that other app, Paul? What not? What now?
What
Whatever.
not? What not?
What not? So, like, I mean, they're seeing it, right?
What now?
But now. But then even my mom in her 60s is going, hey, I'm taking a look into this affiliate marketing thing. It's coming full circle, right? So the people,
That's when you want to go affiliate marketing with me.
yeah, it's only been 15 years, mom, but
Right.
okay.
And she's like,
But
oh, did you hear about these peptides? Did you hear about this protein shake? Did you hear about? Ay, ay, ay.
oh no, but it's good. But so I was writing that down. No, when you said about not having an idol or having an idol in this industry, maybe there's somebody that you idolize, maybe there's somebody that you don't, and we would love to be your idols. But that's okay. We like it's okay. Like it's almost better right now if
Yes,
you're
it's okay to adore her. It's absolutely
Oh no, I
okay.
said we. I said we, but
Uh-huh.
it's
But
okay.
when you do the hair thing,
But it's okay if you don't have this preconceived notion of what this is. That's almost even better.
right? Sure.
I love working with the younger moms, the stay-at-home moms, because I really identify with that demographic, right? That's where I started.
Or people in other countries who just have a much better work ethic, much more desire, the
Yes.
entrepreneurial spirit,
Look at what's going on with you, Paul. Like, I mean, like, come on. Like, it's constant. We wake up to messages, you wake up to messages, and it's like these people are coming in, these people are coming in, and it's so fast and aggressive. There's so much out there, guys. So what we're saying basically is to be really confuse you. But no, just say you're really I love what you said when you said we're not going to go through a bigger change in network marketing than the next couple of years. And I was like, I felt like we're on an episode of The Bachelor, and it's like, this is going to be the best 2 years, guys. The most intense, the most like you've never seen anything like this before. So many things happen. What do they say on The Bachelor?
Yeah,
Where
but
it's
it's not about your company's products. It's not about your
no,
company's comp plan. It's not about your company's leadership. It's not about who you recruited last week. It's where the world is going.
where the world is going. Exactly,
All right.
exactly.
So this
Yeah.
is not like, oh, our new training is going to be the greatest thing in the last two. No, no, no. Our training has to keep up with what's happening and be able to you can't change right away. You got to make micro changes, but you got to be ready. By the time this happens, you have to be ready having a certain amount of automation to your business.
Yeah,
And you
absolutely.
may find a company that's doing it all already for you, and you can just plug right into that.
Well, and I
You know
love
what I
what
mean?
you said at the beginning about the AI component to it. Don't be afraid of it, guys. Do not be afraid of AI. It's a tool that you can use to get ahead in this marketplace. It is not a tool that's going to steal your entrepreneur position.
And AI is not you creating a caricature of yourself or an AI person of yourself. Yes, that's going to be able to duplicate, but we've been in the duplication business forever in network marketing. And
Yeah.
it's not Hey, ChatGPT, if it will having a half of a grape break my fast, that's not the use for AI. It's
You
so
Googled
much
that
more
today?
automated than
Did
that.
you Google it today?
Well, I did a 24-hour fast. I broke it at 6. And now I'm back on my fast again. So I had, I don't know,
I
four
could see you
hours of eating,
Googling that
six,
for the
7,
half
8,
hour.
9, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I had like 2 hours of eating.
All
I
right.
didn't eat straight for 2 hours, but I did it very low carb.
Well, that's good. I think that
Well, good for you.
I haven't even eaten today at all. Well, no, I did, but we're gonna have dinner soon. Um, I think we save this part because we go into the five pillars a little bit here, Paul. And this is an updated version of it. So if you guys have ever heard us train on the five pillars of what to look for in a network marketing company, Paul and I have always put our concerns in like, don't make a mistake. Don't do something wrong. Don't make a mistake based on the emotion and thinking that you're in momentum or thinking that you just need to join this person. You can be making huge mistakes based on just basing it on those factors, right? And so we're going to go into this, but I think that seeing as we're almost at the top of the hour,
Yeah,
we've
that's
got the
true.
five pillars, we've got a couple of other slides after this. I think we make
Well,
the
there's going to be an updated five pillars, which is the company selection process, and it's basically based on what you need to look for in a company, not what I'm offering, not what Angel's offering, not what your best friend is offering. It's what is the perfect fit or how to find the perfect fit for you, right? Because just because it's a perfect fit for your friend doesn't mean it's a perfect fit for you. Number one. Number two, 5/5, which is our 5-point daily method of operation. There's going to be 5/5 Pro, which is still going to be free, which is really going to help you, when you do have an organization, or let's say you come out the end of batch recruiting and you got your 8 or your 10, and then you got your second 8 or 10, and you're on your third generation of batch recruiting with your team and your leaders, you're going to be able to go into 5/5 Pro, which has got a little bit more of a component of a leadership factor in there about you as a leader and how you look at 5/5.
yeah.
We've tested this thing for so long, 5/5, and I've had people tell me it's impossible to do. I've had other people saying it's not big enough. How only contacting 5 people a day? I could contact 100 people a day. We have a buddy, right, who talks about 100 conversations a day, right? And I know you're itching to program that thing into your system, so. You know. All right, so why don't we say goodbye? We've done a lot of teasing tonight. Oh, here's what I'm going to tell you guys. And if you have a team, we know that tomorrow the batch recruiting course goes up to 97 bucks. If you have a team of 5 or more, contact us directly and we'll do a discount for your team.
Yeah,
Okay?
for
Of
sure.
5 or more.
And
Up
we're
to the
really
first
excited.
100, and then there's super cheap pricing after. No, I think we could do 50, and then if you have 100 or more, we could do some really aggressive pricing.
I wanted to say the line that we said on the conversation that we had with our team at Go High Level.
No, you mean a batch recruiting or team?
No, the team at Go High Level was get out
Oh,
your credit card, but it was it was
oh,
a good line. But it was like it's such a Paul Capozio line, and we may use that at some point in marketing. But guys, no, we are grateful for everybody who's done this. But stay tuned for next week as well. I think this actually will be a 3 week series that we're talking about the entrepreneur's filter. Then we're going to go into the 5/5 Pro, which probably will be a 5 week series. We've got some people we're inviting on to the call. Lisa Grossman is going to be returning again, which she was
and I
fantastic.
think Mark's coming on, right? Or is
Mark's
Mark coming
coming
on in
on.
Power Hour? Or he's coming on just internally.
Well, I think we give it to our I think we give it to our viewers, not just, you know,
Okay, all right, good.
yeah.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it. We've got so many great people, guys, but tonight it was really to say, listen, if you're frustrated, if you're feeling like there's no movement happening in your team, if you feel like I'm stuck, there's a reason. So you have to go back to those slides that we just shared. And is it the system? Is it the duplication? Is it the messaging? What is it that's stopping you?
Hmm.
Come to us and be like, hey, this is where I think the missing cog is in my wheel, right? This is where I think, or this is where I'm hitting a wall, or this is where I don't seem to move forward. Most people, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you get stuck. You can do exposure just fine. You may be able to do the invite, you may be able to send a video, you may be able to get people into a chat. You don't know how to follow up, and you're so terrified of it that you don't do it. And that when they say the fortune is in the follow up, that's because it really is. That's
Yep.
really where people go, oh my gosh,
Your little secret of Follow Up Fridays is just a great little thing to give people confidence, right?
yeah, yeah.
And confidence is done by doing it. So we'll share that too,
So
you know.
final thoughts on tonight, Paul?
I'm sorry.
Final thoughts on tonight.
Final thoughts on tonight. Yeah, I'm hungry again. But I want to apologize if you felt we came on a little strong, but we're so excited about what's happening with the whole training courses and all of that stuff. So we apologize if we got a little salesy tonight, but we're excited. You know what I mean? And our excitement, we hope, gets you excited for your journey, gets you excited to to really realize this could be powerful for you guys. There's no lower barrier to entry for anyone, regardless of your background, regardless of your upbringing, regardless of your income level at this point. This is a great opportunity. And even if you use it, like my buddy um, uh, Logan, Andrew Logan, he basically talks about how they took their network marketing business and then got into real estate. So, what the beauty of this business is, the skills that you're learning here and in the courses and listening to other trainers like Mark Aceta and Ray Higdon and Eric Worre, everybody in the industry, right? Is giving you skills, life skills for any business. If you sell solar, if you're a used car salesman, real estate, right, or want to get into those things,
Yeah.
right? There's no losing money in this industry unless you're stupid and overbuy product. Okay? But if you like the products or service that you're selling or providing, and you utilize them, you call what we call eat the product, and you get the personal development, and I hope you're tapping into that. We don't really do much of that. And tapping into the nuts and bolts training like we're doing here, and see the community and the happiness and the laughter and the playing with the hair, and all of that stuff.
They want to, they want
um,
us to be their
but
people.
no, but seriously, all of that, you'll never forget it. When you find yourself repeating something like "Get out your goddamn credit card," or or any line it's probably the most warming thing I think for me and for Angel is when you hear someone, especially outside of your organization, say a line that you said, or
Yes.
bring it up in a three-way call, or when you hear them pitching somebody or sending an email to somebody and those words come out, it's like, wow, I reached one person.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah.
end with this. People ask me, and I've said this a few times, but I don't think I've ever said it live on Facebook. People ask me, Paul, do you get nervous when you get up on stage and you speak? Do you get nervous? And the answer was always yes, but it's different type of nervousness right now. In the beginning, I'm never nervous about if I'm going to forget what I have to say, if I'm going to get dry mouth or whatever. I'll never forget the first big event that I did for my company was in Las Vegas. And I had one of those over the ear, like little mics, right? And as I'm walking out there, literally in the first second of my speech, as I turned my head, the wire was shorting out and the subwoofers were making this huge explosion. It's like watching Jurassic Park, right? And everything else. I kept turning my head and I turned around and I said, can somebody get me a stick mic? I didn't even pause. It just didn't rattle me at all. In fact, the producer, Tom, who, by the way, if you watch the Oscars, from my company, the same company that produces our big events, like in Macau and Vegas and everything else, is the guy who does the Oscars. So this is all top of the line. By the time I turned around and said, can somebody give me a stick mic? The guy was running out on stage with it in my hand. And then Tom, the producer, said, hey, that was really smooth, et cetera. That was really good. Most people freak out, panic, whatever. So I don't get nervous. I'm really going a long way around to tell this stupid story.
Well, it is Jurassic Park, so that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, because I look like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No, no.
So I knew where you're going with that. All right. So I don't get nervous about forgetting what to say. What I get nervous about now is if I get out there and I don't reach one person. That's what I get nervous about. If I'm not going to reach just all you got to reach is one person. If you reach one person per event, one person in a week of your phone calls, one person in your team that finally wakes up and gets it. Okay, that's what you need to be nervous about, that's not happening. Everything else, the talking, the speaking, it may not be for you. I know people, I still have the first distributor I ever recruited, and he's never pitched a person. He's always got me on a three-way call. He'll talk a little bit about the product now after 8 years. Okay, but he relies on the tools and the systems, and you can do that, right? Especially if you're an ultra organized person, because usually recruiters are not the most organized people, and the organized people are not really good recruiters, right? But you put those two together in your organization and you got a non-stoppable team, right? What do we say about the pool, Angel?
Drop them off and we'll teach them how to swim.
Yeah.
You can
Well, it's okay, good. Not only will we not let your people
not
drown,
let them drown, right?
we'll teach them how to swim.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a huge thing, guys, letting people know that. And that's the combination of talent in a team. And what Paul just said was brilliant because yes, the best recruiters aren't the most organized in getting their team going. They need to have direction, they need to have a system to plug into. If you know this industry and that's what we want to teach you as you come along here, maybe you're brand new, maybe you haven't built a team, maybe you built a team years ago and you're like, I don't even know how it works right now. That's fine. But you need to identify, okay, this is a recruiter. I need to keep this person focused on recruiting. If they're recruiting people for me and my team and our team, how do I make sure these people get what they need to be fed, to be able to stay at the table, to make sure they don't go hungry, to make sure they don't drown in the pool? What are the things they need? Right? And find your organizers. Maybe you're not that person. Maybe you're another recruiter and you're like, oh my gosh, I've got two recruiters now. How do you find those people in your organization? Don't be scared to recruit different people, different personalities, different talents, and don't be scared to find them in your team. And when you find a combination of those people and you all support each other, that is everything that you were talking about the Pistons in our call today that we recorded earlier, right? Like that is everybody working together instead of one person working so hard and everybody else just falling apart. And that's what we really walk into so much with network marketing, guys. And if you're frustrated, that's why. So we want to help you to fix that system, fix what's going on with your team, fix what's going on with your company. We are here for the conversations. We're never just promoting ourselves. I know we promoted batch recruiting, but because we know this will help people in the industry. But honestly, we're here to serve the industry as well. And like we say, we bring leaders.
So quick call to action. Call to action number one, then I'll let you say goodnight. Call to action number one. Step one of 5 over 5 is make 5 new connections. So I want you to get off this call, and before you shut down your Facebook page, I want you to make 5 new connections. And also, if you think about it, if you haven't maxed out your Facebook friends on your personal Facebook page, I need you to start working towards that goal. So I want you to make 5 new connections. Don't worry about who they are. You can go through their Facebook pages, but just build that up and you could sort through later. The second thing is go to batchrecruiting.com, right? And just for the 4 calls alone, it's worth the price. So for tonight, it's $47. Go to batchrecruiting.com. Thanks for letting us pitch you guys. We love
I
you
want
guys.
to welcome Edith. Edith just joined. So welcome, Edith. So it's great to have new people in the course. And yes, absolutely, guys. We love you.
Oh, the course or your company?
Course, yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, awesome. Welcome, Edith. Thank you so much. Book us for a free call.
Yes, absolutely.
Bye. Good night, guys.
Love you guys. Good night.